Hello children, hope you all are safe and healthy. Today we are going to deal with the grammar chapter if conditional. We will know the difference between the first, second and third conditional in this video. Before we start the lesson, let's know what is a conditional. A conditional is a sentence with a condition and a result. It usually begins with word if. Example, if it rains, the match will not be played. In this sentence, the condition is if it rains and the result is the match will not be played. In English, there are many types of conditional, but today we will focus on only 3 conditional because they are the basic one. The 3 types of conditional are open condition, unreal or imaginary condition, unlikely condition. Let's now look into the first condition, open condition. Open condition is used to talk about a real situation in future, which means that there is a possibility for that situation to happen in future. What do you mean by real situation? Future is not real, only the present is real. But when we say real, what we mean is that there is a possibility for that situation to happen in future. That is, it is possible to be real. Before getting into the example, let's know the grammatical form of open condition. It is if plus present simple plus subject plus will. Now you can compare these grammatical forms with the examples given. If John works hard, he will pass the exam. Look at the second example. If it rains, the ground will be wet. Look into the first example. If John works hard, he will pass the exam. When I say that, you can guess that John doesn't work hard now, but I think it's possible that he would work hard in the future. If he works hard, he will pass the exam. Look into the second example. If it rains, the ground will be wet. Means there is a possibility of rain, and if it rains, the ground will be wet. Now coming to the second condition, unreal or imaginary condition, which is used to talk about unreal situation in the past. It mainly focuses on past situation. So, why are the situation unreal? It's because the past is gone, we cannot change it. So, understand that if any time we talk about the conditional in the past, it's going to be unreal. So, before getting into the examples, let's quickly have a glance on the grammatical forms of unreal or imaginary condition. They are as follows. If plus past perfect plus subject plus would have plus verb 3 form. Now let's move on to the example. If John had worked harder, he would have passed the examination. Look into the second example. If Ravi had known the time, he would have visited the exhibition. In this example, if John had worked harder, he would have passed the examination. This example tells us that John did not work hard, so he didn't pass the exam. So John did not pass the examination. Here we are looking back into the past and we are saying if John had worked hard, he would have passed the examination. So John did not work hard, so he did not pass the exam. Look into the second example. If Ravi had known the time, he would have visited the exhibition. This example tells us that Ravi did not know the time, so Ravi did not visit the exhibition. Here we are looking back into the past and we are saying if Ravi had known the time earlier, he would have visited the exhibition. So here Ravi did not know the time, so he did not visit the exhibition. Moving on to the third conditional, unlikely condition. It is used to talk about the situation that is possible but unlikely to be fulfilled in the present or in the future. Before getting into the example, let us know the grammatical form of this unlikely condition. If plus simple past plus subject plus would. Now let's move on to example. The first example, if John worked hard, he would pass the exam. Look into the second example. If I found her address, I would send her an invitation. Look into the first example. If John worked hard, he would pass the exam. In this sentence, I am using the past tense. That doesn't mean that I am talking about the past. I am still talking about the future. When I use the past tense, it gives you the message that I don't think it's possible for John to pass the exam, which is in future form, which means John is not working hard now and I don't think that he is going to work hard in future also. Now let's move on to the second example. If I found her address, I would send her an invitation. This example tells us that I don't have the address at present, but if I found her address, I would send her an invitation in future. This is an example of the situation that is possible but unlikely to be fulfilled in the future. Now note down the grammatical form to make it easier. In a sentence, in the condition if you have if plus present form of tense, in the result you will be having subject plus will. Getting into the second rule, if you have if plus past perfect tense in the condition, you will have subject plus would plus have plus verb third form in the result. Getting into the last condition, if you have if plus past simple in the condition, as a result you will have subject plus would plus infinitive. For the third rule, you may not find infinitive for all the sentences. Now it's time for exercise. Pause the video and do the exercise. Now you all can check with the answer. Hope all got the correct answer.